What if the very exercises you've been doing to stay healthy were actually putting your heart at risk? If you're over 60, I need you to hear this. Because every step, every stretch, and every movement matters more now than ever before. I know you're doing your best to stay active and strong, and I respect that deeply. But what if I told you that some common exercises, ones many seniors do every day, could quietly be damaging your heart over time without you even realizing it? Now, I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying it because I care. As someone who's worked with older adults for years, I've seen far too many people walk into my clinic feeling fine, only to find out their heart is under strain, from high blood pressure, irregular rhythms, or even early signs of heart failure. And the surprising thing? It often wasn't because of what they were eating or how much they were resting. It was because of the wrong kinds of exercise. That's why in today's video, I'm begging you, please, stop doing these 5 specific exercises if you're over 60. I'll explain exactly why they can be harmful to your heart, and I'll also give you safer, more effective alternatives that are much better for your body. This isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. Your heart has worked hard for you. Now it's time to return the favor. 1. High-intensity interval training, HIIT, and overexertion. What if the very exercises you thought were keeping you healthy were actually putting your heart in danger? Let's start with one of the most common and most misunderstood routines. High-intensity interval training, or what most people call HIIT. These workouts involve short bursts of intense movement like sprinting or jumping jacks, followed by a few seconds of rest. Then back at it again. Sounds efficient, right? And sure, for younger folks or trained athletes, it might be helpful. But if you're over 60, your heart simply doesn't handle this kind of stress the same way it used to. And that's something no one warns you about. As we age, the heart becomes less elastic. Arteries get stiffer, and blood pressure regulation isn't as smooth. When you do HIIT, your heart rate spikes fast, and that sudden jump can cause serious strain, especially if you're living with high blood pressure, irregular heart rhythms like AFib, or hardened arteries. You might feel winded or dizzy after one of these sessions and assume it's just old age slowing you down. But in many cases, it's actually your heart sending a quiet signal that something's not right. Now here's the scary part. You may not feel any immediate damage. You might push through it, thinking, no pain, no gain, because that's what we were told growing up. But that kind of thinking just doesn't apply to aging hearts. The real damage can build up over time, silently weakening your heart muscle. I've seen this too many times in my practice. Good people, strong-willed seniors showing up in my office or worse, in the ER, shocked to learn that their healthy habits were actually hurting them. Many of them just wanted to stay fit for their grandkids or keep up with their active friends, but pushing too hard doesn't protect your independence. It risks taking it away. So what should you do instead? Choose movement that works with your heart, not against it. Think about steady, gentle activities that support your circulation without overwhelming your system. A daily walk, especially in the morning sun, is one of the best heart protective habits you can have. Tai Chi is another fantastic option. It's low impact, calming, and improves balance and coordination. Swimming is also great, especially in warm water, as it's easy on your joints and allows your heart to move at a steady rhythm. These kinds of exercises aren't flashy, but they are powerful and safe. Also, don't forget to listen to your body. If you ever feel dizzy, overly tired, short of breath, or have any chest discomfort while working out, stop immediately. That's not something to push through. That's your heart talking to you, and it deserves to be heard. You've lived too long, experienced too much, to ignore those signs now. The truth is, exercise should help you feel stronger, not more exhausted. It should support your heart, not strain it. So, if you're doing HIIT or pushing yourself too hard, please, give yourself permission to slow down. This isn't about giving up. It's about choosing wisely so you can stay active and healthy for the long haul. Your heart has been beating for you every moment of your life. Let's return the favor by treating it with the care and respect it truly deserves. 2. Core crunches and heavy lifting. Let's talk about another big mistake that far too many seniors are making: core crunches and heavy lifting. You've probably heard it before. You've got to stay strong as you get older. And that's true, to a point. Strength training can be good for aging well. Strong muscles help you stay mobile, protect your joints, and keep your balance. But here's the part most people don't tell you. Some strength exercises, especially the ones people commonly do to stay young, can actually put serious stress on your heart. And if you're over 60, this stress can be more harmful than helpful. Take crunches, for example. When you lie down and do sit-ups or crunch your body tightly toward your knees, you're increasing the pressure inside your chest and abdomen. That pressure pushes up against your heart and blood vessels, and it can limit how well your heart pumps blood. For someone who already has high blood pressure, hardened arteries, or even minor heart disease, this type of pressure can trigger chest discomfort, dizziness, or even heart rhythm problems. You might just feel out of breath or tired after the workout and brush it off. But inside, your heart could be straining far more than it should. Heavy lifting can be just as risky. When you lift a heavy object, whether it's weights at the gym or even something like moving a heavy box at home, your body naturally tenses up. Most people hold their breath without realizing it. This causes something called the Valsalva maneuver, which sends your blood pressure soaring in seconds. It puts an immediate load on your heart, and in a senior body, that can be a dangerous shock. I've seen patients who were perfectly healthy walk into a gym, lift something heavy, and collapse from a sudden arrhythmia or blood pressure spike. Not because they were out of shape, but because the movement was too intense for their cardiovascular system to handle. Now, please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should never build muscle or work on your core. In fact, maintaining muscle as you age is very important. But it has to be done in a safer, smarter way that protects your heart instead of putting it at risk. So how do we do that? First, swap out crunches for gentler core exercises like seated leg lifts, standing marches, or pelvic tilts. These movements still strengthen your abdominal muscles, but without the chest compression that comes with traditional sit-ups. For strength training, focus on lighter weights and slow, controlled movement. Don't rush. And most importantly, don't hold your breath. Breathe in as you prepare, and breathe out as you lift. That rhythm helps regulate blood pressure and keeps your heart from overworking. Resistance bands are also a great tool. They provide strength-building resistance, but without the heavy strain of metal weights. And if possible, work with a physical therapist or trainer who understands the unique needs of aging hearts. There's no shame in needing guidance. There's wisdom in it. You've made it this far in life because you're strong. Let's make sure your strength keeps you safe. Remember, staying active doesn't mean pushing your body to its limits. It means listening to your body and choosing movements that support your health, not challenge it to the point of risk. You can stay strong and protect your heart at the same time. You just need the right kind of support. And that's what I'm here to help you with. 3. Exercising in extreme temperatures. Now let's talk about something that most people don't even realize is affecting their heart health: the temperature around you when you exercise. I know it might seem like a small thing, but as we get older, especially past the age of 60, our bodies become much more sensitive to heat and cold. And your heart, which is already working hard every day to keep you going, ends up taking on even more strain just trying to regulate your internal temperature. Add in any form of physical activity, and suddenly what seems like a normal walk can become risky if the weather isn't right. Let's start with cold weather. When it's chilly outside, your blood vessels naturally tighten up to help your body keep warm. But that narrowing of the vessels causes your blood pressure to rise. And for people with stiff arteries or a history of heart issues, that extra pressure can become dangerous. Even a light walk in cold air can lead to shortness of breath or chest tightness. I've had patients who thought they were being active and responsible, bundling up and heading out for a brisk walk in the winter, only to end up lightheaded or needing to sit down just 10 minutes in. It wasn't the walk that did it. It was the cold environment making their heart work overtime. On the other hand, hot weather brings its own challenges. When it's warm out, your body tries to cool itself by opening up blood vessels and increasing your heart rate. You might sweat more, feel weak, or even dizzy. And once again, it's not necessarily the exercise. It's your body doing everything it can to maintain a safe temperature. For seniors, this effort can sometimes be too much. I've seen people collapse while gardening on a hot afternoon, or suffer from palpitations after just a short walk around the block on a humid day. These things don't happen because someone is out of shape. They happen because the heart is being pushed in ways that most people don't even see coming. The bottom line is this: temperature matters. It matters a lot. Your heart is always trying to keep you safe, but it needs your help, especially when the weather turns extreme. So what can you do? First, be smart about where and when you exercise. Choose indoor spaces where the temperature is steady, like a gym, a community center, or even your own living room. If you enjoy walking, consider doing it in a mall or an indoor track. And if you really want to be outside, go during the early morning or evening hours when it's cooler in the summer, and avoid windy or freezing days in the winter. Make sure to stay well hydrated, no matter the season, and wear appropriate clothing that helps regulate your body temperature. This might sound like a lot, but I promise, it's worth the effort. You don't have to give up being active. You just need to give your heart a little extra care as you age. Because exercise is supposed to help you feel better, not leave you feeling exhausted or unsafe. The key is finding the right balance, and part of that is being aware of how your environment affects your body. Your heart has worked for you your whole life. Now it's time to work with it, not against it. If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any future tips on managing blood sugar naturally. And if you have any questions or something you're struggling with, drop a comment below. I read every one, and I'm here to help. 4. Jumping, fast movements, and sudden direction changes. Let's take a moment to talk about those fast, flashy workouts you often see in fitness videos. Things like jumping jacks, quick stair sprints, burpees, or dance moves that spin you around in all directions. They might look exciting and feel like they're giving your body a real workout, but the truth is, for people over 60, these kinds of movements can quietly put your heart and your safety at serious risk. As we age, our nervous system naturally slows down. That means the signals from your brain to your muscles don't travel quite as quickly as they used to. Your balance becomes less steady, your reaction time gets slower, and your blood pressure can rise and fall more unpredictably. So when you ask your body to jump, twist, or quickly change direction, you're pushing systems that are already under stress to move in ways they're no longer designed to handle. I've had patients tell me they felt great at the start of a fast-paced workout class, only to find themselves lightheaded or dizzy just minutes in. Some developed heart palpitations or irregular rhythms later in the day, something they never expected because they thought they were doing something good for their health. Others have taken hard falls during quick turns or jump routines, landing them in the hospital not because they were weak, but because the exercise was wrong for their stage in life. These aren't isolated stories. They're becoming more common, and they're heartbreaking because they're preventable. Here's what's really important to remember. Strength and health after 60 are not about speed or intensity. They're about control, balance, and consistency. Your heart doesn't need you to move faster. It needs you to move smarter. Instead of jumping or jerking your body around, choose movements that let your body work in harmony. Tai Chi, for example, uses slow, flowing motions that improve balance and coordination without any sudden shocks to your joints or heart. Gentle stretching improves flexibility and supports circulation without straining your system. And water aerobics allows your muscles to stay active, while the water cushions your movements, protecting your joints and heart from too much impact. These kinds of exercises may not look intense from the outside, but inside they're doing powerful work. They help keep your blood pressure steady, improve your breathing, strengthen your muscles, and give your heart the safe support it truly needs. Plus, they lower your risk of falls and injuries, which can be life-changing as we age. So don't feel like you need to keep up with younger people, fast classes, or intense routines you see online. Your body has different needs now, and that's not a weakness. That's wisdom. Taking care of your heart means listening to it. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to choose exercises that look gentle. Because when done consistently and correctly, they give you exactly what you're looking for: a longer, stronger, more independent life. I can't stress this enough. If there's one thing I hope you take away from this, it's that fast doesn't always mean better. Controlled, kind movement is the real key to aging well. 5. Exercising too late at night. Let's talk about something that might surprise you: working out too late at night. You might think, well, the day's been busy, and now I finally have time for myself. And trust me, I understand that. But if you're over 60, the timing of your exercise is just as important as the exercise itself. I want to be honest with you. Getting active too late in the evening could quietly be hurting your heart more than helping it. Here's why. When you exercise, even if it's something light, like an evening walk, your body naturally gets more alert. Your heart rate increases, your nervous system becomes more active, and your body releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. That's all perfectly normal. But the problem is, this alert state doesn't just shut off the minute you're done. For seniors, your system takes longer to calm down. That's where sleep comes in. As we age, sleep gets lighter and more fragile. You've probably noticed that you don't fall asleep as easily as you used to, or that you wake up more during the night. And your heart, just like the rest of your body, counts on that deep, uninterrupted sleep to recover and recharge. If you're exercising late, your body might stay wired for hours afterward, making it harder to fall into the kind of sleep your heart really needs. And when your sleep suffers, your whole cardiovascular system pays the price. Poor sleep is linked to higher blood pressure, increased inflammation, irregular heartbeats, and even a higher risk of heart attacks over time. It's one of the most overlooked but powerful factors in heart health. Now, I'm not saying you should stop moving, far from it. Movement is essential, but timing is key. I recommend doing your workouts in the morning or early afternoon, when your energy is naturally higher and your body is better equipped to handle the stimulation. Morning exercise also helps regulate your body clock, which improves your sleep at night. You'll feel more energized during the day, and your heart will have the chance to rest and repair overnight like it's supposed to. And in the evening? That's your time to wind down. Do something gentle. Stretch a little. Listen to calming music. Maybe sip some warm tea and let your body slow down. This isn't being lazy. It's being smart. You're giving your heart the quiet it needs to stay strong. Trust me. I've seen so many older adults improve their sleep and lower their blood pressure simply by shifting their workouts to earlier in the day. It's such a small change, but it can lead to big results. So if you've been lacing up your sneakers after dinner, I hope you'll consider giving your heart a break and moving your routine just a few hours earlier. Your heart and your sleep will thank you. If you're still watching, thank you. That tells me you truly care about your health, not just living longer, but living better. Your heart has worked hard for you all these years. Now it's time to work with it, not against it. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't need intense workouts or to keep up with younger folks. Real strength comes from knowing your limits, moving smart, and listening to your body. You deserve to feel strong and safe. Let today be the day you stop exercises that stress your heart and start choosing ones that support it. It's never too late. Small changes now can add years to your life, and more life to those years. And if this helped you, check out the next video I made just for you. It's full of heart-healthy movements that are gentle, safe, and effective. Your heart deserves that care. Let's keep it strong, together. Thank you for watching our video today. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like and subscribe button to support us. We truly appreciate your support, and it will motivate us to continue make more information video to help you all. Thank you, and goodbye.